Hey friends, on the day that I'm making this video, it's actually the first day of summer. So I thought that it was probably due time to show you an updated garden version. I'll put in a little clip here. 2024 garden has officially been planted. We have cantaloupe, watermelon, fig tree, herb garden with, and then we've got mint and a couple different kinds of basil. I think that's sage, a couple different kinds of thyme, rosemary, parsley, cilantro, another fig tree. This is the spaghetti squash, acorn squash, and I don't know, we've got mostly beans in here, a few beets, one sad onion, just transplanted. This is squash, butternut squash. This is the zucchini, I believe, and more zucchini, okra, more zucchini, butternut. These two are hot peppers. And this is the whole entire back row is Roma tomatoes, paste tomatoes. And the front is slicers and cherry. These are the bell peppers, chard, eggplant, and chamomile. Along with a few flowers in the pots to help deter bugs and just look pretty. Because we love looking at our garden too. Of what everything looked like the day I finally got everything planted. I have other videos which show me planting some of the seeds. Let's take a quick tour. I'm here on the north side of the farm stand, and I don't have anything growing here because it is shaded from all these beautiful walnut trees. But here on the east side, I have lots of beautiful things growing. I am so excited. Looky there, we even have a pollinator today. Hello, beautiful one. Hello. This is, I believe, I have 2 different cantaloupes planted in this big pot. This is one of my first years of really trying much of anything in a pot. Last year I did tomatoes and peppers and they did okay for me, so I thought I'm going to expand. And over here we have the delicious sugar baby watermelons. I brought out my sad fig trees from inside the house, and they are starting to put on some beautiful leaves. They'll have to go back in this winter, but we have new leaves on this one. And then over here on the other side, I have actually new growth down at the bottom on this one. I'm super, super excited. They have lived so many years. Here in Northeast Kansas, they cannot grow all year round outside without doing lots to protect them. So I've kept them in the house this entire time until this year they got to come outside. This is my beautiful herb garden. I'm so excited about this. I have all sorts of sage and different kinds of basil and some thyme and some mint, parsley, rosemary, and my cilantro has come back to life. I transplanted it. You may see it in other videos in a different location, but I love just doing this because it smells so lovely. It's time to do a harvest. I'm not sure what I'll do. Oh, if you smell your hands after doing that, it's lovely. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these herbs. If I want to preserve them or cook with them right away. What would you do? We're still here on the east. And in this pot, I have some spaghetti squash going. And I thought, I had, back here, we'll have to take this one off. I had a spaghetti squash that was already started when I bought the plant, but I think it got beat up too much. So we're gonna have to go ahead and toss that. But we have some beautiful blooms here, and so I have hopes that more will soon be growing. And in here you can see the acorn squash that were on when I bought the plant are here. I haven't seen any more blooms, but I have great hopes that we will get some more, but I'll be happy with just the 2 if that's all we get. This is my garden chair. Have any of you heard of this before? I had an old timer tell me once, get yourself a shower chair for your garden. Then you can sit in it, and it fits perfectly over, say, a row of green beans or strawberries for picking. And as you can see, there's a puddle of water on there. It's made for the shower. It doesn't care if it gets wet. My Vegega garden. Oh my, oh my. What an interesting story this has been. This is my first year to grow in an actual raised bed, and I have had the worst time trying to grow green beans. I think this is actually a lima bean. I just keep transplanting, or I keep planting more and more seeds in there, hoping to get something to come up and stay. But I think I have some little friends that keep visiting and nibbling off my plants. So I gave up and I bought some marigolds, and we've got those planted in there. And then I went to and I put a few of my own marigold seeds in there, and then went to farmer's market, and one of the farmers had some other flower seeds. I don't remember, but I'm excited to watch those grow. These here are the beans that I got with part of that collaboration. It's a white kidney bean, if I remember correctly. I could harvest those and eat those now, but I kind of want to let those go to seed so that I have more for next year. And here are the beets. They're coming along slowly. And in here are some mystery plants. I really don't know what these are. I found them in the dirt in an old pot that I had where I didn't think anything was growing, and there were some bulbs in there, and I thought, I'm gonna stick them in the ground. So these could be surprise lilies. They could be just about anything. I'm really not sure. My peas are still alive, but they're not producing. And for this time of year, I would be surprised if they did. But look what I just saw as I was talking to you. A beautiful little pea bloom. Ah, isn't that something? And then here on the south, we also have lots of pots I'm growing in. I have some sort of squash. I think it's a green zucchini, but I'm not sure. And this one is the butternut squash as part of the collaboration. Again, the mystery squash, I think it's green zucchini. My poor okra. It was overplanted, and every time I would tip the water out, because this one holds water something terrible, it would move the seeds around, and so they're all kind of clustered together, and it's a crazy thing. We're getting so much rain, they're kind of yellowed from that, they're stunted, but it looks like to me they're actually getting the real okra leaves, so I have hope that we might get okra this year. And a third pot with the mystery squash, a second pot with the butternut squash. And you might notice that I just have randomly put marigolds in the pots to keep away bugs, and because it's my husband's favorite flower. He remembers that as a kid that his mother would plant those. We have 2 of the fake wine barrels with various hot peppers, and I have planted them close together, not knowing which ones would survive the transplant since it was so late when I got them planted, but they seem to have all survived. And here I have a variety of tomatoes. I did this last year and it worked really, really well. The ones on the back row are all for making tomato sauces and paste, and then the ones in the front are for slicing and eating mostly. And what I did is we used to have a hot tub, and we had 2 sets of stairs, and I took those and I turned those into planter stands. Here we have our bell peppers, and wow, this tub has really come out of it, and they're starting to get nice and big. I may have to start staking them. I have some chard here, and then some beautiful plants. This was a house plant that I thought they were all dead, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to throw the bulbs in there anyway. And it has been loving this weather. I found this clearance Walmart, and I thought I would bring it home, and it has come back. And aren't those beautiful? I think those are double petunias. So pretty. I also have a few flowers back there on the side rail of the farm stand. And then a few more pots. I've got some eggplant, and then I have some chamomile. Here we have our chamomile, and you can see we have lots of buds coming on. So I'm super excited to be able to have that. And if you didn't know already, I have a farm stand that I sell my goods, my milk and whatever I'm making. And this is the farm stand, and everything grows except on the north. Everything grows around the farm stand. I sure hope that you enjoyed going on the garden tour with me, and I'll try to remember to bring you back as the summer goes on and the plants grow and show you updates. Happy summer, everyone.